Yes, people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host with the most, the Bridge 258, here to give you today's latest Chelsea news. Here we go. So let's start with the main news, which is that Chelsea are being investigated for the transfers of both Willian and Samuel Eto'o to Chelsea. Apparently, Chelsea may have sent some other monies which were not included in the actual transfer to Russian people essentially, or Russian companies essentially, or whoever the middlemen of those sort of situations were. And this has been obviously reported by the club. So as you guys know, I think it's been previously reported that the club have notified both UEFA and the FA of like irregularities which happened in the accounting previously in the around about the 2012 to 2015 era, which was obviously the Roman Abramovich era, as we all know, of ownership. So hey ho, at the end of the day, I'm quite happy that this is getting revealed now. It is much better for us to have this revealed now rather than later, where you get a situation where, oh look, you didn't tell us this, oh no, you didn't tell us that, how about bang, 2-season ban, 1 season ban for the transfer window. So it's much better that they're being open and honest about this situation and bringing this stuff to light, because hey ho man, we want a situation where we can at least put this all on the table, be like, listen, here's everything that you want, here's everything that you want, and then here we go, man. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. It's much better that way anyway, so hey ho, we move. Now, let's move on to some other news, which is that this is in regards to, I'm going to sort of put this under the striker situation, which is that Chelsea are going to be targeting a striker in 2024, and that is the priority. Priority! Who didn't know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just honestly, for me, that's for Fabrizio Romano at the end of the day, but we don't really care. Honestly, I'm just tired about this nonsense. Now, in regards to who it could be, obviously, apparently, according to, I think it was Pies or stuff like that, whoever reported it, that that Osimhen is the number 1 target, apparently. Ivan Toney's number 2, and that if the club can't get Osimhen in January, then they are looking to like guys like Jimenez. I think there was another one that was mentioned as well, but some of those guys that are up and coming. Yeah, I think it was Jimenez, Sesko, and there was someone else included. And apparently, there's still someone that likes Vlahovic in the Chelsea board that wants him to be brought in. Now, let's just go with it straight. You guys know my thoughts on the striker situation, and it's pretty simple as this. It goes like this. Osimhen is a good player. He's a great player. I think he's got in his 8 appearances, he's got 6 goals. Obviously, he hasn't been playing recently because I think he's got an injury, if I'm not mistaken, as well. But that's the case, obviously. 6 and 8. He's got 6 and 8. 6 and 8, of course. Again, for me, he's a fox in the box. Right now, we're not just looking for a fox in a box right now from our striker. We're looking for a bit of movement, a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of some secondary ability, some tertiary ability that he can also provide, barring from his scoring right now. That's what we're looking for from our striker. So, Osimhen, for me personally, when he's not doing anything in the box, he's really not doing anything at all, which is not going to be helpful to the team in build-up, and in that final third play. So, honestly, for me, we need to look at something else, in my opinion, other than Osimhen. Now, Ivan Toney ideally would be the guy that I would like to go for. Again, I've spoken about this many a time before. He seems to be a bit more of a complete guy. When he's not scoring, he can add something to you, hold up play, link up play, can provide that sort of movement that you need to as well. Can especially when you've got such a young side, wingers beside him, when it be Mudryk, Palmer, Madueke, etc. You need guys. You need maybe someone that's got a bit more of that striker, that's got a bit more of experience that can help them. In terms of like the assist ability, and for them to improve as well. So Ivan Toney for me can provide that, and also he is proven. Let's not go that twisted. He's proven as well, and he costs 60 M's. Apparently, according to Richard, that's the price that it's going for, 60 M's. And now compare that to someone like Osimhen. I think he's got a year and a half now left on his deal. Apparently, in the summer we were quoted 130 to 140. And we're now in January. You're probably going to have to still play somewhere around about 120 to 140 million range for someone like Victor Osimhen. So, it's too much money. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, that's too much money. That's over excess amount of money, in my opinion, for going for someone like Osimhen. And again, if you do that for someone like Osimhen, you're sort of walking yourself into this thing of where he must bang, he must shoot, he must be OP, he must be one of the best. So that is what I'm saying to you guys. Like, that's why it becomes a bit more sticky, icky, a bit more complicated as such. So we don't want that to be taking place at all. So that's why, in my personal opinion, Victor Osimhen, he's not the one. When looking at the price range and some of the other stuff I said before. Now Vlahovic, you guys know, X man, X on that one still, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, again, I talked about him before. When he's not scoring, he's got that issue. He's got that issue again when he's not scoring, he's not providing anything. From what I've done from my own scouting, from the stuff I've had in transition, he seemed to lose pace for some reason in transition. He overhits pass, underhits pass. His link-up play isn't that great either, and this guy's holding the bench for Juve right now. He's not even playing. Moise Kean is starting over him. So hey ho, and we know about the injury that he's got. That I think is around the groin area, if I'm not mistaken. That he keeps on getting quite constantly. So hey, Vlahovic for me, hell no. Now, if we're talking about other guys like Jimenez from Firewood, from what I've seen from him, he's been scoring quite a lot of goals lately. Again, for me, you need to be making sure you're scouting this guy heavily if you are going to go for someone like him to do the scouting, do everything like that. Sesko, the scouting's been done before previously, and I'm pretty sure the club know what they're going to be getting with someone like Benjamin Sesko at the end of the day. So I don't need that much knowledge on that. At the end of the day, though, when it comes to him, it's a watch and see approach. Honestly, for me, it's a watch and see approach. We'll see what happens there. But for me personally, we know that Ivan Toney probably prefers Arsenal. Osimhen is going to be too expensive, and if you need to bring a striker in January, you're probably looking at someone like a Jimenez type or someone else the club may be forced to be bringing in at the end of the day. So we will see it, man. We will see on that one indeed at the end of the day. So that's the one of them sorted out. Now let's move on to the centre back situation. Now I'm going to be real. From what we were hearing, apparently Yoro or Diomande is the ones that the club are looking at. Now, Yoro, obviously, he plays for Lille, if I'm not mistaken. He seems like a very good up-and-coming centre-back. Diomande, very good top up-and-coming centre-back. But they're probably there to replace Chalobah. Now, let's not get it twisted. Why are we doing that? Because, why are we selling Chalobah? For me, what doesn't make sense is, why do we sell Chalobah if you're bringing these two guys in? Does not make sense at all. For me, Chalobah right now is probably above them in terms of what he can provide for you on the pitch defensively. So why are we selling Chalobah if we need to bring in someone to replace him? For me, that doesn't make sense at all. So I don't know if they're trying to hide it behind the fact that that Chalobah's leaving, so we need to bring in a centre back, in the fact that they don't believe that Fafana is going to come back to what he's meant to be. You know what I'm saying to you? I think for me, it would have made sense if I was to hear Yoro and Diomande were coming in because, Thiago Silva's leaving the club. You need to bring in someone else to replace him. That makes sense to me in the end of the day. But to say that Chalobah's leaving, so we're going to bring another centre-back, that means what? When Thiago Silva leaves, they're going to have to bring another centre-back than two? See, I'm saying this is why, the math is not math in there at the end of the day. So hopefully, these guys here, they actually know what they're doing and not doing this stupid nonsense that I'm thinking of. I'm trying to literally disprove it right about now. Because for me, that does not make sense at all. Why are you going for the centre back if you're saying Chalobah's leaving? Keep Chalobah, homegrown. He actually helps you out, with the amount of homegrown players that you can have and everything. And he's a good defender, a good usable defender that you need to use whenever you need to use. What's the point of bringing in then Diomande and Yoro? I think for me, again, if Thiago Silva's leaving, Yoro and Diomande doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So, again, Chelsea and their transfer policy, I don't know, man. Is this part of the young kids' money that they've been trying to do recently? What they've been, obviously, I know the club have been trying to buy a bunch of young players. Some obviously Gabriel, David Washington, Ugochukwu, etc. We've seen that before. Kendry Paez is another one. So again, we'll see about that, man. But listen, they're not bad players. They're very top up and coming young players, in it. So there's no doubt about that in my mind. So we'll see what happens there at the end of the day. But yeah, guys, that is the video. Please make sure again to like, share, subscribe as always. Tomorrow, as you guys know, will be the preview for Chelsea Blackburn. Obviously, he's going to have his press conference at 1 PM, so you'll probably get my video a bit more 6, 7, 8 PM-ish, around about then. That's when I usually upload these days anyway, so you'll be getting that. Guys, I'm literally 20 away from 1K. Guys, help me brother out, man. Let him get the magic 4 digits, bro. I need the 4 digits, guys. So it'll be real pleasure if you guys can obviously help me out there to get me to magic 4 digits. And then on Wednesday you will get the watch along. I've been working really hard behind the scenes. I've been making my own layouts and everything. You know what I mean? I don't have an editor. I don't have that sort of thing. So that's why, you know, you haven't been getting the watch alongs as much. So I've been working hard in the lab, like Dexter, as they say. You know what I mean? Trying to get the overlays right and everything for us, so that, you know, when we stream, you have everything to the best of the quality that it can be. But again, I've been your host, the Bridge 258. Dedicate your hearts, stay blue, enjoy the rest of your day, lads.